Newsflash, your twin flame is not running from you. They're not running in another direction away from you, trying to get away from you. It's going to appear that way, but they're not. They're actually, stay with me here, they're actually running towards you. And now I know in hearing that, you're going to be like, okay, this makes no sense whatsoever, but I'm going to explain. If your twin flame is running from you, they're actually running towards you. And what I mean by that is you may be used to relationships in a different, working in a different way. But if you're new to the twin flame journey, you can basically throw everything that you've learned about relationships in the trash, because your twin flame union is transcendental, meaning that it doesn't operate like a regular relationship. Now, like it does in the sense that, that's your lover, that's your person, and you do have romance, you have joy. You may not have that right now if you're experiencing separation, but that is what it's supposed to be. You are supposed to be in love with one another and experiencing a beautiful life together. And now to the outside, to the external, it looks very much like any other relationship. But internally, and if you go deeper onto like a soul level, so to speak, there's something entirely different that's happening. And what I mean by that, when I say that your twin flame is actually running towards you, is that they're showing you that there's something in your union, in your relationship, in your dynamic with them that is out of alignment with the way that you two are supposed to be, which is what I was saying, is you're supposed to function from a place of harmony and joy and feeling really good together. And so if it appears that they're running from you, they're actually running to you because they're showing you that this is not a normal relationship and it requires something different of you. Okay, and if you are familiar with twin flames or you're not, I'm going to fill you in a little bit here, in that your twin flame, they're like a mirror image of you, meaning that they're basically you, but in a different body, okay? And that means all of the places where you are loving yourself, they're reflecting that love back to you. And just that goes to say with any place where you don't feel happy inside, you don't feel good about yourself, and that could be in a multitude of ways. It could be, maybe you don't feel good about your body. Maybe there's something in your body that you want to change. Maybe you don't feel good in your career. Maybe you feel like it sucks the life out of you rather than gives to you. I mean, some of us experience that. Anything in yourself or your life that doesn't feel good, your twin flame is going to reflect that back to you, but it's not going to be in the way that you would think it would be, right? It's not going to be like, okay, I hate this thing about my body, now my twin flame hates that thing about their body too, or something like that. The mirror is it works differently. And so bringing you back to the initial thing that I said in the beginning of the video is that when your twin flame seems to be running from you, it's because they're showing you that you are essentially running from your feelings. I'm just going to give you the answer. I'm not going to make you wait for the answer any longer. If they're running from you, you are essentially running from a feeling inside of yourself. And that feeling is a very uncomfortable and maybe painful feeling. It could be a trauma. It could be something related to your childhood. It could be something surface level, like going back to the physical. Maybe there's something on your body or to do with your body that, you don't feel good about. And they're going to look like they're trying to get away from you, but it's only showing you where in some way you're trying to get away from yourself. And I know that, as I say this, there's probably something that comes up for you right now. In terms of examples, I could use like some that I've experienced, because I also experienced the runner, they call it the runner chaser dynamic. And I did experience that in my own way. And the things that I found is that, like running from, like, let's say if I felt shame, you know, shame is like a very heavy, uncomfortable feeling. And let's say shame around my body. That was something that, you know, I had to heal through. Well, because that shame felt so uncomfortable and I felt, you know, certain things about my body that I didn't like or I felt like could be improved upon, instead of like looking at that part of myself and doing things to help improve my body or just simply loving myself there, I felt shame and I would avoid and ignore my, you know, my feelings about my body. And that's just, you know, one example I have. There's other, you know, many other ways that look like for me, but that's a very, you know, most people in some form or fashion have experienced this for themselves. And so, yeah, like in that, my twin flame appeared to be running from me, but it was only because I was running from the feelings of shame that I was holding within myself, in my vibration, my inner vibration. And if you understand spirituality, then you know that everything is energy first. And because of that, or as a result of that, we are energetic beings first that are manifested physically in a body. You see me, I can't see you, but I know someone's watching this. And you are in your body, but at the core, the essence of you, you are energy. And that energy has a vibration to it, okay? And that vibration holds the beliefs that you have about yourself. It holds on to all of the ways that you love yourself. It's very beautiful. It's a beautiful vibration. And it also holds all of the ways that you don't love yourself, or maybe you have completely numbed out to the fact that you're not loving yourself in certain ways. And that vibration is a much lower vibration, where the ways that you're loving yourself, that is a high vibration, which is why you have attracted your twin flame in the first place. And, you know, just to add in here, if you haven't attracted your twin flame yet, the fact that you're watching this video means that you are attracting them. You're calling them into your life, which is a really beautiful thing. And so, yeah, your twin flame they're gonna reflect back to you the high, the loving vibrations, and they're going to reflect back to you the lower vibrations. And they don't do that intentionally to hurt you. They do that so that you can look at that part of you and that you can like make a new choice there. You know, for going back to my example, when I started looking at my body with love rather than avoiding it, but looking at the things that I maybe didn't feel uncomfortable, or I felt uncomfortable with and I wasn't accepting, but actually looking at myself through the lens of love and compassion and just accepting myself, then that raised my vibration. And what happens when you raise your vibration, your twin flame, they reflect that back to you and they come closer to you. And that's why I was saying that your twin flame's not running from you, they're actually running to you. And they're wanting you to look at where you're not loving yourself so that they can reflect that love back to you. And that's really all you do here. Is it's a journey of self-love. And that's why I was saying is that this is not a regular everyday romance. If you're walking the path of your twin flame journey, it's a completely different journey. And it does require a lot of self-introspection, a lot of looking at how you truly feel about yourself. And that can be very, very uncomfortable at times. I'm not gonna lie. It can feel uncomfortable, but also knowing that too, that you're not alone. You know, you're not alone in walking your journey. You have support. You know, I'm a coach. I've been a coach since 2018 and supporting people and meeting their twin flame with everything that I've learned and have applied in my life through the teachings of union. You know, I support people in meeting their twin flame, healing separation, coming together with their twin flame, being together with their twin flame and also moving forward in their life together, because the healing work doesn't stop once you meet your twin flame and you're with them. The healing work only continues. I mean, my twin flame triggered me earlier today. And it's rather than looking at it like, oh, I'm very upset with you. And yeah, you want to honor and respect your feelings, but it's also acknowledging that, once again, the reflection, there's something being reflected back to me to where I'm not loving myself. And once I sat down and I moved through my feelings and I did love myself there was harmony, deeper harmony and peace. And so know that your twin flame is not like any other relationship, and it's safe for you to kind of like empty your cup here and open up to learning something new, because it is, at the core of it, it's a vibrational journey that you'll take, given that you choose it. You don't have to. No one has to walk the twin flame path, but eventually everyone will choose it at some point, because it's uncomfortable to not be with the person that was created to be with you and you with them. And so just know that if you see this video and you are saying yes in your heart to walking the twin flame journey and knowing your twin flame and being with them, it's a vibrational journey first. And so if your twin flame is doing something, or if you've not met them yet and they start doing something like running, ghosting you, all of that twin flame talk that you hear about, it's not a bad thing. It's just simply the inner work has begun. But know that as you do the inner work, your life changes in many beautiful ways, not only with your twin flame union, but literally every single area of your life. It improves upon, and it gets better and better and better. Like, my life is full of blessings and miracles. And that doesn't go to say, I hope I'm saying that right, but there have been immense challenges. Like, I also moved through physical separation. There have been some really deep, dark, heavy challenges, but I didn't give up on myself. I understood that it's vibration, and I'm just going to move through my feelings, and I know that something good is going to come of this. And with that confidence and that attitude and that approach to my journey, it always does work out, because you attract what you are. And if you're choosing love and you're choosing to love yourself, you're obviously going to attract that into your life, and your life is going to improve. All right, so I feel like I've said everything there is to say about this topic. And if you are looking for twin flame support, you can find me at twinflameunionwithin.com. All of that information is in the description box. Whatever platform this is on, it'll be in that description box. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.